Hey guys, welcome back. So, today is the day we get so much news. The big one, Update 1.5 is coming on March 30th. That's like 2 weeks from now. So, yeah, we're getting the new update. We're gonna get a new DLC. They haven't announced what the DLC is yet. Expect that in the next few days to a week. We're gonna hear that really soon. But so if you want to check out the full release, it's on the Frontier forums under news and announcements. But let's dive in and take a look because there is so much in this and it is incredible. So I've said before, it seems like Frontier, unlike other game companies, actually listens to their player base and wants to give us stuff that we actually want. Oh boy, did they ever listen to us with this one. So, Update 1.5 arriving March 30th, 2021. Let's dive into this post here from Shantae. So, this free update contains multiple highly requested additions as well as quality of life changes. Oh, are they quality of life changes? Oh my gosh. So, let's dive in and take a look at this. So, another hint at what the DLC is going to be. A lot of Asia themed stuff here. This is all from the East Asia set. Asian imagery. We're getting a Southeast Asia DLC. Is it going to be Indonesia? Is it going to be like Angkor Wat, Thailand style? Who knows? We don't know that yet. Probably going to be getting our sun bear. Going to be getting, hopefully, give us a crane. I hope we get like demoiselle cranes. We need more birds. Even if they don't fly, I don't care. Just give us another ground dwelling bird. Hopefully a clouded leopard. Hopefully, like I don't know. Give me a binturong. Give me babirusa. Give me a takin. Black bucks. Saiga. Some kind of hoofstock. Some kind of Asia hoofstock. We need that. Okay, back on track. What's coming in the update? This is the free update. You're not gonna have to pay for this. They're just gonna give this to you. Multiple zoo entrances. We heard your request. You'll be able to place multiple zoo entrances in every gameplay mode. So if you're familiar with playing in Sandbox, most everybody, we just select that, um, the stock entrance that comes and delete it. We just get rid of it and build our own. We're now going to be able to do that in franchise and career and every gameplay mode. So scenario, career, we're going to be able to do that. This is amazing. This is so good. This will get me to play franchise more. This is something I've wanted so long because the entrance that comes with the game, it's good, but it doesn't always match the architecture, the visual style that I'm going for, and I do go for styles, building styles, themes in franchise mode. So this is going to let us do that now, and it's incredible. So the zoo entrances, they will be expensive, but you'll be able to set up the perfect spawn points and entrances, further increasing the efficiency of your zoo. So in franchise, you're having trouble getting people all the way to the back of your zoo? Well, guess what? Now you can stick a guest spawner back there, and they'll actually go back there. This will also add close options on your spawn points, so you can disable any that are outside the park boundaries, like the official one. We won't have to use that one by default. If you would like, this means you'll have complete freedom with the spawn location, something we know many of you are after. Yes, definitely. I know I've requested this. Other people have requested this. These changes will bring a new warning notification that will pop up. Oh, yay, more alerts. If your newly placed guest spawn points are too far away from a ticket booth. So hopefully we can turn that off in the settings. Really hope we can turn that off in Sandbox, because don't tell me, like, I have my spawn point at the far end of the parking lot. It's because I want it there. So I'm going to turn that alert off. But this is amazing. This is going to make franchise so much more playable. It means I'll be getting back into Wildlife Trek with a vengeance. Because I'm kind of taking a break from it right now with, well, with the modding, but, with everything else too, because franchise is franchise. Next up, water visual setting UI. Water volumes. Excuse me. Water volumes are now set up as fully interactable and selectable objects. What does that mean? If you place a lake or a pond or a river in your zoo, you can now click on that body of water and bring up an information panel. This is right here. Unfortunately, it's kind of small. I don't know how well you can see it on your screen, but this is going to be the water UI. So water 8, we'll be able to name our ponds. You want to call it Smithsonian Lake. Name that lake whatever you want. Possibly add it to a work zone. I don't know why we would do that, but maybe. We have an option here for use natural color with a little toggle switch. So that's if you want this particular body of water, not every water in your zoo, but just this particular one, to use the natural color, meaning it'll be affected by your water treatment, keeping it clean or not, you can toggle that on. Then, and I can barely see this, but I'm going to read this off, and I wish the little pop-up would go away. Preset colors. So there's going to be some presets. We can select through them. The one here says midnight, so you can see it's kind of this dark bluish, purplish look to it. And then we have custom colors. So if we want to make a totally custom body of water, say you want one, say you have, your gray seal pool, you want that to be super crystal clear blue, awesome, you can do that. Say you have a crocodile pond, crocodile lake, lagoon, whatever. You want that to be murky, green, duckweed filled looking. You can do that too, because guess what? We can control the transparency of each individual body of water. So no more, if you're in sandbox, if you play like me, I just turn water cleanliness off, or just turn it off, keep water clean. That's when I enable that every time, along with power everything. That means every body of water is crystal clear. Well, you don't always want that. Maybe you're going for that realistic zoo look, and sometimes, if you've been to zoos, the water is not always crystal clear. Sometimes it's kind of green and funky looking. Sometimes there's algae or whatnot growing in it, depending on what it is. Damn, this is going to be so amazing to be able to fully customize our bodies of water. Now, we'll caveat this. The water update that came with 1.4 with the aquatic pack was amazing. Made it bluer, made it clearer. It looks so good. The biggest complaint that at least I personally have with the water in the game is not with the water itself, it's with the glass barriers. Either the glass barriers or the glass panes. Because they particularly, and this is actually a really good example right here in this screenshot of how the sunlight, the lighting in the game glares on that glass and affects it. If we could deal with that, that would be amazing. Somehow make a really clear glass barrier that doesn't, even just being able to disable the glare effect on the glass itself would go a long way toward making these underwater viewing points so much better. That being said, they're giving us a ton of stuff, so we can't really complain. So, going down further here, you will have to be able to have your cursor detect the body of water to be able to click on it. So if you cover it completely with scenery, you might not be able to find it, but you'll be able to find the select lake option in the terrain tools options. We're getting some new stuff in the terrain tools as well. So via the Waters UI, you will find some trivia stats about the lake, connection details for what cleaning and temperature facilities are affecting the lake. Oh, that's going to be nice. So if you click on the lake, it'll tell you what water treatment is actually cleaning it, what water treatment is actually connected to it, and most interesting, your customization options. Change the color of the lake via FlexiColor. We have FlexiColor water. And change the fogging distance, which is the transparency, more or less clear invisibility. Yeah, so this is something we've been asking for a long time. This is amazing. So please keep in mind that changing the water visuals will override the visual cleanliness, which means so if you change the transparency to be perfectly clear in this UI setting, you will no longer be able to see just visually whether or not that body of water is being cleaned by a treatment plant. So you'll just have to kind of keep an eye on it. Next up, we already knew we were getting custom billboards, but they're giving us a little bit more information here. We will be able to override the Habitat Exhibit and Conservation Education boards. Yeah, yeah. Or this means we're going to be able to have the custom education done for our custom mod animals. So, yeah. Oh, that's good. This is going to be good. We will still have to set them up to be pointing to the animal or topic in the UI menu. Interesting. Which, as the guests need to understand what your custom image is trying to show them. So, if we don't like the current habitat education board, for example, for like the snow leopard, and you decide, hey, I want to make a new one, you can do that. You'll be able to do that. Like in Planet Coaster, we're also bringing custom audio to the speakers. So now this is not going to come with the 1.5 update. It'll be coming a little bit later, but we're going to get custom audio as well. So yeah. So if you want to listen to my voice tell you about like the wolves or something, hey, guess what? You're going to be able to do that. So moving on, we're getting a new free time scenario. So this one looks like it's going to be quite fun. We're going to go back to the beginning to before Bernie created his first ever zoo at Goodwin House, take over the renovation of Sholey Manor. I probably said that wrong. Scully Manor? Whatever, moving on. The grounds of Bernie's first zoo and build it into a thriving attraction. See if you could beat Bernie's record for a successful lion breeding program in the new free time scenario. So obviously it's going to be classic themed. Looks like it's going to be probably temperate Europe. Very nice. Gonna be a lot of fun. And moving also including with the timed scenarios, the front end globe UI has been updated to better represent the timed scenarios. So they're not going to be hidden behind the career button anymore, which is good because I forgot that timed scenarios actually exist. Also, with scenarios, we're getting scenario rewards. So we're adding the statues you see on the globe of the career and time scenarios as scenery pieces that you will receive as a reward. So you know how I've been saying we need more and better statues in this game? Because we need more and better statues in this game? Well, guess what? We're going to be able to actually unlock all the career and scenario mode statues, all the rewards as placeable objects in our game, and we're going to get 3 of each of them. And completing a medal on a scenario level will earn you that medal's color version of the statue, bronze, silver, gold, and unlocking a new level will unlock the stone version. Oh, so we're going to get 4 of that statue too. This means there will be a new range of new scenery statues that you can earn by completing a scenario level that you will be able to place all over your zoo. So hopefully what this means, I hope that what this means is if we unlock these statues in scenario or career, we'll then be able to place them in our franchise or sandbox zoos. I hope that's what this little bit of information means right here, because if that's the case, I will actually have a reason to play career mode. I don't play career mode. I kind of forget that it exists. Well, guess what? Now there's a nice carrot on the end of that stick that I'm going to be chasing to get these statues, because look at them. They're gorgeous. Imagine having that in your zoo, either as the bronze or the gold or just the stone, the concrete one. It'll look so good. For those of you who have already completed the scenarios, you will be presented with a fanfare on the global screen telling you that you've unlocked some or all of these statues already. So if you've already done it, guess what? You're not going to have to play back through them to get them. Otherwise, when you complete a level, a fanfare will show you the new item you have unlocked. The locking mechanics behind these rewards work the same as if you haven't already researched an item. There will appear with a lock on them in the scenery browsers, and any blueprints that use an item you have unlocked will have a lock on them. Nice. Now, they're making some changes to franchise, and this is huge right here. So, changes to the UI, the franchise web browsers. We're switching the franchise animal trading UI from using the web page to the same UI as our offline modes. They're gonna fix the franchise animal trading, you guys. So if you have watched wildlife trek, you have heard me gripe about what a freaking pain in the butt it is to buy, place, and sell animals the in franchise. It's just a pain because you have to click on every single one and drag every single one into its habitat. And then if you want to sell them, guess what? It takes forever because you have to click on every single one. Even if you're just trying to sell them for cash just to get them out because your zoo needs money or your trade center is full. You still have to go through every single one and it lags. And it lags so badly because it's basically a web page that pulls up internally in the game, and it takes time for it to connect and do all this stuff. I hope this means that animal trading in franchise is now going to work the same as in like Sandbox or Challenge, where it's just there's no lag. Click on the animal, buy it, buy multiple animals, go into your animal storage, click select all, drop them all as a batch into the habitat. That is the best functionality of Sandbox, to be able to multi-select and move them. Now, in franchise, in the exhibit trading, we can already do that. You can just multi-select, and if you have, say, your eastern brown snakes have overbred massively and you just want to get rid of all of them, you send them all into the trade center, you can just select them all and sell them all at once. You don't have to go through and click through each individual snake to get rid of them. I hope this is what it means for franchise. Now, also coming to franchise, we will now be able to save our franchise zoos as Sandbox. This is something I have asked for. This is something I have desperately wanted. I actually kind of quit playing franchise for quite a while once I realized that I couldn't convert my franchise zoos over to Sandbox or put them up on the workshop or any other thing like that. Like, it was just like, well, I can share screenshots from it, but kind of why bother? So, on the front end My Zoos page, you can now use the Open as Sandbox or Open as Challenge option on your franchise zoos to save them as a fresh sandbox or challenge zoo. This will allow you to upload these separate saves to the Steam Workshop to share. So this means we can now share our franchise zoos with one another, and this is huge. This is going to get me playing franchise again. This is going to get me excited about franchise. Oh, it's going to be good. Some more quality of life stuff down here. Staff traversable area maps. I know I have asked for this so often. I've asked for this on Reddit. Being able to click on a keeper while they're in a habitat and see their traversable terrain, the same way you can do with an animal. If you click on an animal, press H, brings up the heat map, shows the traversable area that the animal can move through the habitat. We can now do the same thing with the keeper. Well, staff members, so possibly more staff, more than just the keeper. But at the very least, this will be able to show us where the keeper can walk in the habitat. So no more of this keeper can't reach feeder, keeper can't reach whatever enrichment item because it's a little bit beyond their walkable terrain. That annoyance won't be happening anymore. This is huge. So you'll be able to see the area where staff members can reach, just like the animal traversable area in the heat map, and objects that the keeper needs to reach, such as feeding trays, drinking station, enrichment, will be highlighted. Yes, this is amazing. And multi-select. Multi-select is coming back. Yay! Designed to make it easier for you to manage your animals, multi-select will be in the form of a tick box that we added to the animal storage tab across the different Planet Zoo modes. So right now, multi-select is basically just in Sandbox. It's come back to franchise. Oh, that's just like the best quality of life ever. And we're getting another deep swimming animal. So our gharials. In update 1.5, we adding deep water swimming to the gharials. Yay! So all of our crocodilians, the caiman, the salties, and the gharials will now be able to deep swim. Whoo! In future updates, we'll we're looking at adding deep swimming to other animals in the roster. Polar bears. Polar bears, please, polar bears. Polar bears need to deep swim. Also jaguars, but definitely polar bears. When we have more to share on these, we'll let you know. This update will arrive alongside some gameplay tweaks and bug fixes which we have been working on with your suggestions and feedback in mind. Update 1.5 will go live on the 30th of March, and you will be able to read the list of update notes then. To all the Plan Zoo fam, we'd like to thank you for your continued support. We look forward to having a great 2021 with all of you and can't wait to share what else we've been working on soon. Oh, and we can't wait to see what you guys at Frontier have been working on soon because this is amazing. So, thank you guys so much for joining me here today. I hope you're as hyped for update 1.5 as I am. Literally, you know what? Possibly the best update yet. Like this eclipses the aquatic back update. This eclipses 1.4. This is better than 1.4. 1.4 was great. This is better with the water settings and the scenario rewards and saving franchise as a sandbox. This is better. This is the best update yet. And we haven't even heard everything about it. So stay tuned, watch this space in the next couple of days to the next week. We're going to be getting more updates. We're going to hear more about 1.5. We're definitely going to be hearing about the DLC here. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think the DLC is going to be? They're giving us a bunch of hints, whole bunch of hints right here. Oh man, the hype is real for this. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Comment down below, let me know what you think. What do you think the DLC is going to be? What do you think about these update changes? They're amazing. Subscribe if you'd like to see more and watch this space because I will be covering any and all news regarding Planet Zoo, the new update, the new DLC. Also, Prehistoric Kingdom coming out on the 18th. You better believe I will be playing that. That is the best 85 bucks I've ever spent, and I haven't even been able to touch the game yet. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna add that. Keep an eye out. Got some new mods coming out. I do have the Red Wolf mod out already. It's got an issue, so I'm not gonna showcase it until I figure out how to fix that issue. But stay tuned, friends. Thank you for joining me today. You guys have a great day.